Scammers are targeting Megan's Law offenders. Today is Veterans Day, Monday, November 11th, and this is 570 News on the Go, brought to you in part by NorthCentralPA.com. Partly sunny today with gusty winds, a high near 60. The Wearing of Life Fest averted a tragedy after two men fell into the Rose Valley Lake when their sailboat capsized on Friday. The men in their 70s, both from the Williamsport area, had been out on the lake for about an hour when the mishap occurred. By the time emergency responders arrived, both men had already made it safely to shore and were treated for hypothermia. One was taken by ambulance to UPMC Williamsport as a precautionary measure. The day of the mishap, winds were gusting at nearly 30 miles an hour. Kidnapping charges are filed against Tyree Moy. The Williamsport man is accused of kidnapping a female acquaintance in a carjacking in September. Moy flagged down the victim as she was driving along West 4th Street. Once in the car, he allegedly revealed the butt of a gun and had the victim drive to Wildwood Boulevard and pick up a second person. She was directed to drive to Wildwood Cemetery, where she was forced out of the car, and the two men drove off with her cell phone, bank bag, and purse still in the vehicle. Following his hearing, Moy was held on charges of kidnapping, robbery, and related counts. He remains jailed on no bail. 28-year-old Tyler White is behind bars on charges he allegedly shot 33-year-old Sean Shipton of Williamsport during the sale of a Jeep. The shooting occurred late Friday night at 85 Wither Hollow Road outside a camper that White uses as his residence. While loading the Jeep onto the trailer, White was allegedly running his mouth, saying things to anger Shipton. When Shipton got out of his vehicle, he approached White, who then fired 9 shots at close range, striking Shipton in the chest. Shipton was driven to the hospital by friends and is recovering. White was processed at the state police barracks on charges of attempted homicide and related counts and is jailed. Lycoming County District Attorney Tom Marino unveiled a proposal to build a $60 million juvenile justice complex. DA Marino told the Sun-Gazette, "The current system is upside down, and when juveniles get into trouble, many are sent out of the county away from family, with some being sent to facilities in Ohio or Texas. The proposed facility would have 170 beds, full rehab and treatment services. The first step will be a feasibility study." When discussing the cost, DA Marino told the Sun-Gazette, "Due to the current local juvenile justice situation, they cannot afford to not do it." The Rockview State Police are investigating a scam involving Megan's Law offenders. They say offenders on the list are being contacted by a man claiming to be from their local sheriff's office. The offenders are allegedly told an arrest warrant has been issued for them failing to submit an updated DNA sample. They're instructed to go to Walmart and send the scammer money by way of Cash App or a similar money transferring service in order to avoid going to jail. State police remind the public law enforcement will never contact you to extort money. A standard-bred racehorse from Canada sold at a horse auction in Harrisburg last week for a record $1.5 million, breaking a previous record set in 2019. The horse, Amazing Catch, became the third horse to sell for 7 figures last week at that standard-bred horse sale in Harrisburg. And the Campbell Company's State of the Sides annual report shows the favorite Thanksgiving side dish in Pennsylvania is stuffing, which some call filling. Elsewhere, a vast majority of the states say their favorite side dish is mashed potatoes. 56% of Americans say they much rather prefer to eat side dishes over the star of the show, turkey. For the latest in news and events, head on over to NorthCentralPA.com. I'm Liz Brady, and you're up to date with 570 News on the Go.